Clean and Well-Lighted Place is a short story by Ernest Hemingway. It's set probably in Spain, probably Madrid, Spain. It's late at night, set in a cafe that's open at 1:30 a.m., which, by the way, in Madrid, Spain, that's not late at all. It wouldn't, it's fairly common, or at least it used to be, where, everyone would stay up till 4 a.m. Very common. And the clubs and the bars would be up and open until 4 a.m., maybe till 8 a.m. So 1:30 a.m. is really not very late. But you've got this old man sitting over there by himself. Pretty much the place is cleared out. You've got just this old man. Other people may have gone on to the other bars. And so you've got this lonely old man drinking brandy, and you got a couple of waiters talking about it. And you got a young waiter and an old waiter. The young waiter's saying, "What's this old man doing? He wants another brandy. Let's cut him off." And they're arguing about whether to cut him off. The young man doesn't want to give him any more because the young man, for some reason, wants to go home. He wants to go home and go to bed. And that's all he cares about. And they talk about how, well, the old man tried to commit suicide last week. And the young man is thinking, he says, essentially what he says is, I wish he would have been successful, gotten the job done so I can go home and go to bed. So he shows no compassion whatsoever. He's totally a self-centered, selfish person. And the old waiter tells him, "Well, you know what? You've got everything. You've got youth. You've got confidence. You've got your job." And it didn't matter. The young man just wanted to go home and go to bed. And so he cuts the old man off, and then the old waiter's reflecting about it, and the reason he has compassion for the old man is because it turns out he can kind of relate to the old man himself, and he also, like the old man who likes a clean, well-lighted place late at night, so does the old waiter. And the reason why he likes it is because it's clean and well lighted. It's dignified. It's a place to be in the light. That's the key. It's a place to be, a dignified place to be in the light, comforting. It's comforting for him. And why does he need this? Because it keeps him out of the darkness. That's what he's really afraid of. He's afraid of the darkness. And why is he afraid of the darkness? Because the darkness is a place of horrors for a person like him. He's an atheist, and he fears the darkness. He can't sleep. He needs to be in the light. Why? Because in the darkness there is nothing. There's no comfort of a clean, well-lighted place and an old man and another person. No, you're all alone, and there's nothing. There's no God, no hope, nothing, no Bible, no prayer, nothing. Total nothingness. Nothing is nothing is nothing. That's his outlook on life. And so the old waiter wants to keep the old man around because the old man gives him purpose. It gives him it gives him life. And in essence, in a way, the old waiter, though he has his philosophy of life is totally tragic. In a way, I think maybe he's working it out. He's finding light in his own darkness, because what he's doing is he gets comfort. And how does he get comfort? By serving the old man, by helping another person who's also suffering, who's also lonely. And that gives the old waiter a kind of joy, a kind of fulfillment and comfort himself. And so this really shows us the way out of our loneliness. And it's not by retreating into the darkness, but it's by getting out into the light and serving others in any way we can. How can we help other people? In his case, he would help the old man by basically serving him brandy. But that was something. It wasn't much, but it was something. At least he was giving the old man, keeping him. I mean, the guy tried to commit suicide last week. He's trying to, at least keep him alive, give him a place to go, as opposed so he doesn't have to retreat into the darkness of his flat. And this is how he's doing it. He's finding, and we can do the same thing. We can find anyone. We can help anybody. We can help our neighbor. We can help someone volunteer at a nursing home. We could, find a lonely YouTuber and give them a like, and no matter how small such a thing is, it actually is gives somebody or some people, a smile. And we could we could visit a parent who perhaps is lonely. Give them a phone call. Drop by and visit a lonely parent, um, or some hopeless. Talk to some lonely person, some hopeless wreck of a desperate person. And there's so many little things that we can do that are maybe seem insignificant to us, but they can actually be like shining a light into the light of someone else, somebody else who's facing the darkness and the loneliness. And perhaps in doing that, we can find a little bit of light, and maybe by doing it, this older waiter will find out there is light, there is love. There isn't nothing, but there is love. And maybe he'll find light also, so that when he goes home at night, he'll find that he's not living in the darkness anymore, but maybe he's living in the light. And there is hope, and there is eternity of hope and love. So there's hope. That's really the message that I see here in a clean and well-lighted place. Is this old waiter, and it's as dark as a cave, but he's starting to see a little glimmer of light, and he's starting to see it, and he's finding it by helping this old man. And if he keeps going, I think he just might find the light. The young waiter, he's got a ways to go.